Alright, what's up guys? It is Mr. BMX Widers, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to true a wheel. We're at a pretty public place, so if it's noisy, airplanes, we're from New York, airplanes are here every 5 seconds, so sorry about that. But today I'm going to teach you how to true a wheel. The things you will need is a spoke wrench, 2 zip ties. If you don't have a truing stand, this is what I prefer. It'll make your wheel true without a truing stand. So what I use, my wheels are perfectly true. I'm going to true my friend's wheel today, which is Daniel. He's also on this channel. And you're also going to need a wire cutter. Kids fighting. You're going to need a wire cutter or something to cut the thing. Basically, what you do is you put a zip tie, and you see how this one is short. It's because I cut the excessive piece out, which is somewhere here on this floor. I'm not going to bother looking for it, but I cut it. So you want to cut it so it's really almost touching the rim, basically. So like about here. Now the next thing you want to do is, just going to set that down. You want to spin your wheel and see which direction it's turning. So I'm going to show you at the rim here. I recommend looking at the rim. So you see it's like slamming to the right side, and when it's slamming to the right side, see how it's untrue? You could also hear it touching, so listen. You could hear it and you could see it touch. So basically, if it's if it's rubbing to the right side, you want to tighten the spokes on the left. So again, I spin it. It's the wheel is wobbling to the right, so you want to keep it as center as possible. So if you want it to move to the left, then you tighten the spokes on the left side. And if it's wobbling to the left side, then you tighten the spokes, all of the spokes that are attached on the right. And not all of them, but I'm going to show you which one. So here, take the camera. So you're going to take your spoke wrench here and zoom in on this. So what you're going to want to do is look at the zip tie. Zoom in on it. Press the button. So look at the zip tie and look at where it's touching. So I'm going to spin the wheel. So it's starting to touch at about here. So you put your finger here and see where it stops. So it's rubbing there. So all of this is what you're going to tighten on the left side only, because it's going on the right. So yeah, stare at this spoke and put your finger over here so you know where to end. So it was this spoke. So again, to tighten it, it's to the left side. So you take your spoke and you turn it to the left, which is counterclockwise. So yeah, just keep turning it to the left. I feel that if you feel the spoke is loose, then you know you're doing the right thing by tightening it. And try tightening it at a full turn if it's really loose, or a half turn if it's not so loose. I know you see me do 2 turns. Sometimes 2 is also good. But yeah, just keep doing that. And this one's pretty loose, so I'm going to do 2. This one as well. Okay. That, and our last spoke right here. So, bring the camera. Now, take a look at your results. It should get a bit better. If not, you got to keep continuing. So, it didn't get better, so we still have to work on it. So here, hold it. So you go back to your wheel, you look at where it's going to touch. So it's starting to touch at around here. And around here. It's also, it doesn't even have to touch, but when you see that the rim is getting close to the zip tie, so yeah, about here. Like around here. So since it's not even touching, I'm going to do about half turns over here. So 1 half turn here, half turn here. Same thing with this one, this spoke, and this. Now, just keep doing that process, keep looking at it. Now, I move the zip tie a bit closer to the rim so I can see where it's touching again. So, right here, and it ends at about here. So yeah, I'm seeing that the rim is starting to get closer to the zip ties, and which is between these areas. So yeah, that's basically how to true a wheel. I'm gonna show you at the end the results, how good it's gonna be. How much time is it recording right now?
5:30.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this until about 8 minutes, and if it's still really bad, then I'm just gonna continue working on it, and then when I finish truing it, I'll just show you the results, but maybe I might finish in 3 minutes. So yeah, truing a wheel could take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how bad it is. This one's pretty bad, so I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. Again, look at it, starting to touch at about here. So I'm gonna do this. Usually the spokes that are loose are the ones that you have to tighten, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you might have, yeah, that's not always the case, but most of the times it is the case. So yeah. And make sure you're tightening only the spokes on the left side if it's wobbling to the right, because if you're going to tighten the spokes on the right side and it's wobbling to the right side, it's not going to do you any good. This spoke is pretty loose, so I'm going to tighten it a few more. So again, it's starting to touch just a little bit more over here. I have to work on it. Oh wait, this is the right side, my fault. Okay, you have to be very careful that you're doing only the left side, because sometimes I even don't notice it because it looks that it's on the right. But yeah, it's already getting a bit better. I'm going to put this a little bit more closer. If it gets harder to tell, you got to try to move it as close as possible for the best results. Okay. Yeah, it's still wobbling to the left. So yeah, there goes our first airplane in our video. Okay, I've noticed that it's too short, and if you want to make it longer, what you're going to want to do is, see, my problem is it's too short. I can't really feel it. I can't really see it touching, so I'm going to cut this one out, and I'm just going to place another one here because I need it to be the right length. So attach it here, cut it. I didn't measure it, but whatever, it came out here, still too long. Oh fuck, I just made it a little bit short, but yeah, I made this one short again, so I have to use another one. So I used to get a lot of zip ties. So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, zip ties are pretty cheap. I got mine. I got 100 of them for about $3 at the hardware store. So I'm actually gonna measure it this time because I really don't want to waste anymore. This is my last zip tie that I brought with me because I'm outside. Alright, that's good. So let's see where it's touching. Yeah, you can see it's starting to rub right here. If you put it too close, it's just going to keep rubbing, so yeah, make sure, okay, right here. Still close. Okay, it's like about here. Let me know when it's 8 minutes long.
It's already 10.
10?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut the video out here, and I'm just gonna resume the video after I'm done to show you the results, because this does take time. Okay, so I've just finished truing it, and it took me about 15 minutes, because it was pretty bad. If you rewind it and fast forward to about where you're gonna see it be good, then that just grammatically didn't make sense. But anyways, you're gonna see, play it at the beginning of the video and you'll see how bad it was, and I'll show you how good I did it now. The only flaw is this wheel has a hop, and a hop, you cannot really fix it unless you buy new spokes, or yeah, you need a new spokes and a rim, because basically a hop is you have a flat spot in your rim, so there's this one spot in your rim that's messed up. So you can see that it's jumping up and down, but there is no side to side wobble. You can see my zip tie is right there. Nothing is touching the zip tie. It's perfectly true. So the only thing is it's jumping like up and down a little bit. And yeah, basically I'm pretty sure you could fix a hop a tiny bit by reducing it. I think you could by, if you get like something for the top, there's like a special truing stand that you put on top, but I don't know, the bike shop told me that you can't really fix hops. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, just to recap, if it's wobbling to the right side, you tighten the spokes that are attached on the left side only where you hear it touching or see it touch. If it's wobbling to the right side, so if it's going to the right, then you want to tighten the left side, which is basically what I just said. What I mean is, if it's wobbling to the left, you're going to tighten all the spokes attached to the right side. When you put your zip tie on this side, you're going to see that whatever, let's say it's touching from here up to here, so you're going to tighten the spokes on the right side, because basically whatever side it's wobbling to, so if it's wobbling to the right, you want to pull it to the left, so you tighten the left side. If it's wobbling to the right, you want to pull the spokes on the left side. So I'm trying to make this as detailed as possible so that you guys understand it. If you still have confusion, if you're still confused, I mean, let me know. And yeah, I'll try to answer your questions as best as possible. That's how to true BMX bike wheel. Peace.